Hi guys, hi guys. I want to in this video talk about my review of Changzhou's Dinosaur Park. I'll tell you this, it's been a long time since I've been in an amusement park, and I went to Changzhou's Dinosaur Park, and man, I loved it. It was enjoyable. When I was in the front entrance of the Changzhou's Dinosaur Park, it just reminded me of the Jurassic World. It reminded me when I was watching Jurassic World in the beginning of when they showed the park, and it showed, like, the different stores, they showed the buildings and so on. It kind of reminded me of that when I went to Changzhou Dinosaur Park. It just reminded me of Jurassic World in a sense. It reminded me of Jurassic World. The buildings, man, it's so beautifully designed. The way the statues of the dinosaurs, the buildings, it just reminded me of Jurassic World. The buildings of Jurassic World. There's like, it's just like it's just that's what it reminded me. There was a roller coaster, and it was an awesome roller coaster. There's cool, amazing rides there. I enjoyed it. There was a dinosaur tour where you go on. There's a jeep. We go on the dinosaur tour. So the dinosaur tour, and we see robots of dinosaurs, and we also put on 3D glasses, and we're able to see 3D glasses, and we saw some cool scenes there. It was an amazing experience. So I recommend you see Changzhou's Dinosaur Park. It's Changzhou's Dinosaur Park is 260 RMB, which is $43 Canadian. It's really and 43 Canadian dollars. It's not as great as as Universal Studios, and isn't big as Universal Studios, but it's enjoyable. And my advice when you go to the park is the park opens from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you should get to the park before 9. Get to the park before 9 a.m. so you can get so you can have a full experience of the park. Because I came late, like around. I came late, and so I wasn't able to go through everything in the park. So if you want to go through everything in the park, you have to get there before 9 a.m. Also, another tip to invite the lineup: you should go to the Changzhou Dinosaur Park before you should go to the Changzhou Dinosaur Park during the weekdays. Don't go during the weekends. During the weekend is really there's a lot more people on the weekends. The lineups are a lot huge. I've been told by that not to go to Changzhou Dinosaur Park during the weekends. I went to the Changzhou Dinosaur Park in the weekday. But even the weekday, the lineups are pretty huge. But one person told me that the lineup in the weekday is nothing compared to the weekend. It's much worse than the weekend. So don't go to the Changzhou Dinosaur Park during the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday, and don't go during holidays. Okay, holidays are really bad to go. But also another worst day to go to see the park as well. So don't go to the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, and don't go during the Chinese holidays. Don't go to Changzhou Dinosaur Park on Saturdays and Sundays and the Chinese holidays. Okay, go during the weekdays. But even when you go the weekdays, the lineups will be huge for some parts of the park. So that's why I said to come also early. Get there before 9 o'clock, so that you can enjoy, so you can have the full experience of the park. And also that time that when in the park for the whole day, you can also you can still experience everything, even when there are some rides which the lineup is huge. Sorry, what I meant is just get there before 9. Just before making it complicated, just get to the park before 9. Okay, get to the park before 9. There's also in the park, there's a place bungee jumping. You see, if you like to bungee jump, in the park there's bungee jumping, but it's just you have to pay a separate fee. It's like 260 RMB to do bungee jumping, and if you want to do that. And yeah, there's a KFC, McDonald's there. There's I remember there's a KFC, McDonald's there, Pizza Hut there. You saw, and there's some other restaurants. But I would advise you. Sorry, my video is getting. I would advise you to bring, before you go to the park, buy some food from your local Chinese store. Buy some food with you and bring it to the park. The food in the park is a lot more expensive than if you bought it in your local Chinese grocery store or Chinese shop. So bring food to you in the park. A lot of people bring food to the park. Bring some of your own food to the park because the food prices in the park are very expensive. And our question is, how do you get to the Changzhou Dinosaur Park? Okay, if you live close, you could take the railway station, take the bullet train, and you go stop at Changzhou railway station, right? And there's a metro in the Changzhou railway station. So take the metro to the dinosaur. Take the metro. So you take the bullet train, and then you go take the metro. Go to the bullet train. Take the bullet train. Stop at Changzhou railway station, and then in the bullet train station, there's a metro. Take the metro, and in the metro you'll see a map, list of stations, and they have in Mandarin, and they also have in English. So what you'll have to do is you look at the map. You stop at this station. Spelling of the station is, let me just spell it out for you: XINQU, and then park. So the spell, I think it's pronounced Ixinq Park. I've not said it, but it's there. Its spelling is, if you look at it, you'll see Ixinq, XINQU, and then park. And you stop there, and then you just use your DD app and call a taxi, and the taxi will stop at the Chinese. Then the taxi will take you to the Chinese dinosaur park. There's no bus service from XNQ Park to the dinosaur park, so you have to take a taxi. So use your DD app and contact the taxi driver. It's like, I think, around 10 RMB just to get there. It's like 5 minutes to get a park, and you have to use a taxi to get from the station, XNQ Park station, to the dinosaur park. So take a taxi from XNQ Park to the dinosaur park, and use a DD app to get a taxi. If you go off the station, it's hard to get a taxi by just waving your hand. So use a DD app. So I recommend. So here are some tips when you go Changzhou Dinosaur Park. Get there before 9 a.m. Get to the park before 9 a.m. Use the bullet train and use the metro to get there. And use the DD app. Get a taxi to get from use the metro to stop at XNQ Park station. Use a taxi to get there, and get to the park before 9 a.m. So maybe you have to wake up maybe early and take the bullet train, and then so you might have to get to the park before 9 a.m. And bring your own food. Don't buy your food before you go. Buy some food and take it with you to the park. And the park will be enjoyable. You will love the park. Bring 260 RMB. 260 RMB is price for one ticket, and it's going to be an amazing experience. It'll bring the child in you. It's not going to be as good as Universal Studios, and it's not as big as Universal Studios, but it's going to be fun. And it'll bring back the kid again. So I hope you love this review of Changzhou's Dinosaur Park. I hope you have a wonderful day. Please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share. Bye for now.